Copy that. 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Black towel.
Black towel. We were just talking about something off screen right here about me sweating these lights be on me. You know, I'm already dark, so you know. It's kind of, I was like, I was wiping my head with my forehead.
Nice and chocolate, you know.
Yeah, nice and chocolate. I'll keep it like that, nice and chocolate.
Yeah. That sounds better than just dark.
It does.
Darkness is beautiful, though.
Yes.
So is chocolate. Chocolate tastes great, too.
I like that better. I like that better. I forgot what I was going to say. Who am I? Where am I?
Right.
No, thank you for joining us once again. My name is HUBERT GUY. I'm your host. You saw me just throw that. Don't worry, it landed in the garbage can. I'm your host, The Actor's Cut. We're here every Wednesday, 5 p.m. on MNN Channel 1993 and Files Channel 37. Thank you for joining me today because I have another wonderful guest in the house. We're going to speak to her about a lot of things that she's doing in the fashion industry, the multimedia industry, the modeling industry, all of that good stuff. So with no further ado, here, give me some love.
Yes.
Thank you for
no fake
coming
hugs.
down.
No fake hugs.
We don't have any fake hugs down here.
We don't
All
do that.
real hugs.
That's right.
All real stuff
That's
down
right.
here.
That's right.
So introduce yourself to the viewing audience.
Hi,
here.
everyone. I'm LADEE JAE DYLAN, and I am a Brooklynite here in Manhattan.
Brooklynite.
That's right.
And I met this young. A lot of my people that you've probably been seeing, a few of my guests on my past shows, have been from the NYC Live winter showcase, fashion showcase, because there was so many great people there, you know, and I just vibed and I just networked with everybody, and everybody that I'm calling to be on the show has been very compliant and has came on down, and I'm blessed now with another wonderful guest right here.
Mutually blessed. Mutually blessed.
It's wonderful. It doesn't get any better. So tell us how you got started off into the fashion and the modeling.
Let's see. Well, it's kind of simultaneous, the acting and the fashion modeling. I started when I was younger, as a child. And I would do like showcases and things like that. I would do runway shows because I went to fashion industries. So we would do runway shows. It was actually, well, we didn't have a gym class per se. It was a modeling class. That was my gym.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what I gotta do. Workout was serious.
Working the runway.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So, and I also started acting when I was in elementary school. So I actually started that before I started modeling. And the funny thing about it is when I was a child, I always felt like the ugly duckling because I was one of the tallest, one of the skinniest, and I wore glasses, which I hate wearing glasses. Oh my gosh, no. I'm wearing contacts right now.
I've been debating. I might have to get glasses.
I mean,
that's another story though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you, not my glasses issue.
I got somebody for you, but I personally don't mind wearing glasses, but I don't like my prescription in them because my vision is not good. But,
right.
Yeah. So a little personal information.
Right.
There, but, yeah.
So who were some of the people that, you know, when you got into the industry or when you really got serious about it, like you were looking at to emulate, that you really admired their work and you were looking at them saying, I can do that, I want to be like them? Like, who were some of the people that inspired you?
In regards to the fashion industry?
Acting. Let's do acting.
Acting,
yeah.
Okay. In regards to acting, at the time, I would definitely have to say Angela Bassett. For sure, and I met her before, and she's a beautiful spirit, and she's beautiful in every way.
Yeah.
And her husband Corey, yeah. So that was amazing to be able to meet them. That was awesome. So she's definitely one of the people in terms of female actors, but in terms of male actors, I would have to say Denzel. As well as, oh my gosh, why is his name escaping me right now? He's a British actor that was in...
Not Idris Elba.
No, a white British actor that was in... oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna have to skip that.
It's all right.
It just totally left my head. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, when I'm thinking about it, it'll come back.
It happens.
Yeah.
So with the acting, you know, you have the different aspects as far as the film, the TV, the commercial. Which one of those do you like better? Like, where or do you? I know that you like them all, but like, if you,
I like commercials because it's really quick.
Yeah.
I love theater because, see, this is the thing. With me, theater is amazing because you really get to get that immediate gratification.
Yes.
And every audience for every show reacts differently. And I did an off-Broadway theater production for the first time last year.
Very nice.
Thank you. Very nice. Each show, the audience reacted totally differently. Yeah. And it was a sketch comedy. So I was like, really?
Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, right?
Yeah. And it's nerve-wracking. It's like going into an audition. But then once you do it, you're good. So I've got my little trick that I do before I go on stage.
What you do?
I gotta have a glass of wine to calm my nerves.
It's all right. We all got whatever we need to do. If it's your Marlowe or your Woosa,
yes.
Get right to be right.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, and with theater too, like theater is like right there in the moment. How you were saying every audience reacts differently. It's so funny because like the first time I did theater, and I was doing this play, and like the first opening like scene stuff, everybody was cracking up, laughing. Then another audience, they were like more serious with it, and I'm like, are we doing something wrong?
Yeah. No.
But it's just the audience reaction, and that's why I love theater too, because you know, not only do you get the different reactions, but you're right there in the moment at the time, and it's not like you can cut or anything, and you have to keep going, and it's not only it's fun too. It's exciting.
And it's so raw.
Oh, it is.
It's so raw.
It is.
I love that.
It is. I remember I was doing this one play, and I was like, oh my God, my line is coming up. I can't remember my line. What is my line? So I act like, you know, the audience don't know what you're doing, so I just act like I was doing something. I walked off stage and I ran back to get my line, and then the girl that was on stage, she was calling my character name, and I was going, oh, that's me. And I went back on stage right in time.
Wow.
Like right in time, and said my line, and I was like, it was like, wow, theater.
Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah.
But
and each performance
to the
is
audience,
different
nobody
in its
knew.
own way. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless they've seen it multiple times.
Right.
Which that's another story.
Right.
Yeah. And film I love because it's different than everything else. It really is.
Yeah.
And I did my first film last year, short film, which is called Beauty Deep, and it's been in 7 different film festivals, and we won 2 of them.
Very
nice.
It
was awesome.
Yeah, it is.
We screened at TCL Indie Night Film Festival at the TCL Chinese Theater, as well as the Silicon Valley African Film Festival, and at the Piton International Film Festival in St. Lucia, and that was awesome. So, and some other ones here as well, but it's great.
Doing your thing, getting around.
I'm trying.
And let's also, you have an alliance that you're doing with MAC Cosmetics.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
That's crazy because, ironically enough, how it happened is I was on a flight coming back from the Silicon Valley African Film Festival, and I met this lady on the flight, and we were talking about, and she's Asian, and we were talking about my project, because we were just talking, and you know, she's talking about what she, you know, things about her, and you know, we're both, you know, minority women, and I was telling her about my film that screened at the film festival, Beauty Deep, and how it addresses women. In the film, it addressed a woman, a young lady. Well, let me just tell you about it. I play a mom in the film, and I have a daughter that's dark skinned, and I make her feel self-conscious to the point that it makes her want to bleach out her skin. So this is an issue that transcends race, as well as gender, because look at guys like Sammy Sosa. They're bleaching their skin out, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's just, so we were talking about that. And she said, I might be able to get you a connection with MAC Cosmetics. So, because I told her that we were looking to do a feature film and things like that. which we are still planning to do it, but we did it, the director and I did a different feature before this one.
Right.
But I sent them all the details and things like that. I sent them the trailer for the film, and they ended up becoming a sponsor for the film I just wrapped, my first feature film, as well as they are sponsoring us with cosmetics for the films.
Very nice.
So,
I love when things work out like that.
That was so amazing. That was so huge.
Yeah.
A major cosmetics company, you know, sponsoring a small, like, no budget film is amazing.
Well, you know what? You have the right energy and your vibe, and you had your stuff together. Like you said, you sent them everything.
Yeah.
Like, some people just talk, you know what I'm saying? But if you talk and then you have your paperwork together, and you present it to them, and somebody has already spoken to them and have felt your vibe and bonded with you, things will happen.
Yes.
Things will happen.
Absolutely.
I love when things work out.
I love it too. It's just really amazing, guys.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
So the director, who plays my daughter in the film, Rosaline Nyapi, she's an amazing person to work with. She's so awesome, and so she sent me what she had, and I sent them what I had, but I gathered everything together, and it ended up happening.
Very nice.
So yeah,
that's how you do it, people. Get your work in order. Cross your T's, dot your I's, get your paperwork straight. Make sure you sign your signature. Give it to somebody, but you have to be business relatable too, because some people could still have all that together, but if you're not very like relatable to, like, if your attitude is bad, some people, they don't care what you got together. So they're not going to work with you. No. So it's always good to have a great attitude as well.
Yes.
No matter what, always keep a smile on your face. When you get home, then you frown, then you vent to the mirror about what happened during the day. But when you're out, and especially in our industry, what we do, it takes one wrong move, one bad move to rub somebody the wrong way, and you can get blackballed or whatever.
Changes it all.
Yeah, changes the whole dynamic. So see, just being positive and so forth, and staying on top of your game and on top of your situation, everything will work out.
Yes,
I love that.
I do too.
And I'm glad for the movie. I'm waiting to see it.
So,
and that's very deep to the concept. I'm sorry to cut you off, but but as far as what you're saying, like the dark-skinned girl, I'm dark-skinned.
Right.
And when I was younger, girls used to be like, "You so black." Now they be like, "Ooh, you so black." So it's a difference now. But, it's a difference.
Y'all in style again.
Yeah. Look, I never went out of style.
I'm just kidding. But when we were younger, how they be like,
oh, it was different.
Red bone guys are in style,
Stoney Jackson,
or like
your time is up. Stoney Jackson and the Jerry Curl, you're done.
Bye-bye.
It's all about the Don Cheadles and the HUBERT Guys of the world. But I can understand because, I used to get teased a lot when I was younger. And, I used to be like, I never thought that I wanted to be like a different race. I was just like, I was like, dang, why can't I be lighter than what I am? I love being black, and I've always loved being black, even when I was a kid. But, you go through different things, and then, you learn how to grow into things.
Right.
Like you said, you were tallest, but now tall women are wonderful, and they always have been, and it's what people look for, you know what I'm saying? So you have to become comfortable with yourself, grow into your situation. Take that negative that somebody is doing to you and turn it into a positive, just like that. Yeah. I'm sorry I had to babble on that, but it's very fine. Like, because, still we have a lot of, body shaming and color shaming with people going on now, making people
all kind of shaming.
Yeah, and
gender shaming.
It's ridiculous. Just let people be. Let them do you. If that
live.
Like me, I'm like, I don't care what that person do. They can do whatever they want to do. It don't have no effect on me unless it's something that has a direct effect on me. Then we're gonna be in that situation to where we're gonna have to talk or communicate, whatever. But if it's just some random person, I'm not gonna talk about nobody or troll nobody on the internet or like. If you doing your life however you want to do it, please feel free. It's none of my business.
Right, exactly.
None of my business.
Totally agree. I concur.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk about your modeling, because this is where I met her. She was walking down the runway, and the runway was just setting on fire right behind her.
Right.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about your modeling, and let's talk maybe about some of the stereotypes in modeling that you think there is, and maybe some of the different things that you would like to see change with, women of, color and, others in the industry, and as far as, how we are dealt with as far as the designers and so forth.
Right. So, and the funny thing about it is, and I'm glad you brought this up, because when I went to the initial casting, I had my hair straight and actually had a wig on. I like to change my hair up, guys.
Gotta keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it fresh.
I like to change it up quite a bit. So I had a wig on. It was like a bob kind of wig with bangs or fringe or however you like to say it, but which was straight. Then when I went to the second casting, the fitting casting, if you will, because it was like a fitting and a casting at the same time, I had my hair natural, like straight up afro, and I didn't really get picked. And I was very surprised, because when you look at all the runway shows, they have women that have their afros out, natural hair, like crazy on the runway. So I was like, well, let me wear my hair like that, because I see that's what they're doing on, at the different fashion weeks. For like all the major designers, the big designers like Balmain and, whoever else, really. So, and then when I went to the actual, when I went back the next day when we were actually doing the show, I had my hair like this, and it was a bit of a different reaction. I got casted in another fashion show that day, and I was like, wow, I've come to realize that we still have a ways to go.
Yeah. We
still have a ways to go. And I was very surprised, and I was disappointed. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and then some, and that is all based on the designer and who they feel that they want to rock their clothing. Some designers, they don't want people with afros to wear their clothing.
They don't.
They don't want the ethnic factor.
Right.
They want what they want.
Yeah.
So that's that's.
So I was like, they did also have women there that had natural hair, but it was different. Their hair wasn't as big as mine or whatever.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah.
We still do have a ways to go.
Have a ways to go.
Well, you are here to break down those barriers, to be that voice, because you do a lot of things. You're a boss. You're in charge. Yeah. It's time for you to really use your voice and make some things happen and do your own thing. Because it ain't nothing like doing your own thing.
No, there isn't.
Like I don't punch anybody's clock. I don't punch nobody's clock but mine. I do my show, I do my hair, I do, I said I do my show, I do my hair like you see me doing by that, I'm a master barber, and I freelance, I work on different shows and stuff like that. So I do punch a clock there, but that's not every day. But you know what I'm saying as far as a 9 to 5, and I'm doing what I really enjoy doing.
Right.
And I can't.
And it's not like work, because you do what you love.
It's not like work at all. I'm doing a TV show. You know what I'm saying? I be lacing people up with the fresh cuts.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's my hype woman right there. She's like, ooh, yes. You gotta walk with me when we leave, so I can talk stuff. You be like, ooh, yeah, you do. They be like, hey, look at that right there.
Right.
Theme music.
That's
I
right.
got a theme woman.
Right.
A theme voice right here.
That's right.
Oh my God. So
yeah. I'm all about bringing up other people. Like for me, I believe that we're here to serve and to be happy.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that is the goal and our purpose.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a position to help someone else, I will.
Yeah.
And it's because I genuinely want to help the person.
Not that you're looking for anything back.
No.
Right.
Because that's not what it's about. I mean, so for example, like today I'm wearing Shingani fashion.
Shingani.
Do you see?
Very nice. Stand up for him.
Okay.
The mic won't go nowhere.
Okay.
I got the mic. Let him see that. Very nice.
Don't look at the pants, but it's like the top and everything.
Hey, I don't know what that is. Let me check to see what that is. Oh, it is.
Is that an alarm?
I don't know how this alarm got set, but it was an alarm. I don't know. Anyway, we're talking about Shingani fashion right here.
Yes. So for the film, The Other Side of Me, the feature film that that I've been working on with Rosalie Nappy, the same director, I collaborated with a few different designers, and Shingani fashion is one of them.
Very nice.
They do some amazing African style
Very nice.
fashions, African print, but modern style fashions. And I also collaborated with I Pray, which is like an urban kind of line. And I also collaborated with PPP Artwork. And they're all minority-owned fashion designers.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. She's out here. You are doing.
So
your
if you guys
thing.
want to collaborate with me
Yeah.
with other projects that I'm doing, make sure you
Please.
give me a shout.
And
Sure.
give him your information. We're gonna give it to him before we leave again, but just give it to him right now since we're
Okay.
right on that.
Okay, so my Instagram and my Facebook are the same. It's my name, Lady J Dylan, and that is spelled LADEJAEDYLAN. So that's how you spell it.
And that's how you hit her up.
Yeah.
And we're about to talk about more. Yeah, it's more. It's more. So let's talk about the multimedia.
Right.
Let's talk about this.
I'm working with a multimedia company that's minority owned, and we have different things that we do, different packages that we offer for artists that are musicians, as well as people that have content or directors that have done feature films.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is one of the packages that we offer for the directors, or if you are the owner of the controlling entity of a feature film, is we are in a position to get your feature film out to over 200 movie theaters throughout the United States. And what we do is we sit and have pretty much a talk with you and go over what your goals are, and go over all of that in the consultation,
Mm-hmm.
your goals, what target market you have, that you really want to gear your film toward, and things like that, and budget as well.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do we put your film in the theaters, but we also are in a position to do the marketing for you across the board with everything that we do.
Very nice.
So we also have a TV streaming network, which is called CNB Network. And it is it's a network that allows you to take your content and be viewed all over the world. It's a globally accessible television streaming platform. And what we do is we have two different options. You can either give us your project and put it on one of our pre-existing channels, and then once it develops like a following or a buzz, we go ahead and solicit advertisers and bring those advertisers in, and then we split up the proceeds that way. Or you can own your own channel. You can own your own channel, and I can get into the details with you about that if you're interested at another time, but you can own your own channel, and whatever proceeds you collect from your channel is 100% yours, meaning we don't get any of that. You just pay a monthly fee, and that's it.
Wow.
And you are able to, again, get advertisers from all over the world because you can be viewed all over the world. There's no limitations.
That's a great platform.
And there's no limitations in terms of your projects. It can be a television show. It can be a music video show. It can be a short film, episodic, feature film. It doesn't matter. It can be anything. So it's really up to you. You have 100% control. Live shows. It can be live shows as well. So, you know.
That's dope.
Something you might want to do. Just saying.
I do. That sounds dope right there.
Yeah, and the company is called Lock City. As well, what we also do.
I'm sorry.
That's music.
Folks, excuse me. This is public access. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you why my alarm is going off. I just remember, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
For it going off in our interview, but remember it was a snow day yesterday.
Right.
I had to set my alarm because I was sleeping all day. I had to make myself wake up so I could go get my kids because I didn't want to oversleep.
Oh yeah.
So this is a school alarm. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. If it goes off again, I'm gonna throw it into the wall and bash it. It's not like it ain't got 50 million cracks like that. I'm just showing my generic old phone. Several times. You see what I just did over there? I'm surprised. I'm glad it didn't go down this little hole down there. Anyway,
oh my God.
I'm rambling and mumbling like I always do. I'm a knucklehead. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
It's okay. It's okay.
But the multimedia, and you said it's called Lock.
It's called Lock City, and we also do music videos. Like, okay, in regards to the music aspect of it, if you are an artist and you have you're looking for seeking out a manager. You can send us your information and we can review all of that and see if we're interested in managing you. Also, that could lead possibly to a record deal. We also have packages that if you're not interested in being managed or being signed and you're already signed or already managed, you can go ahead and send us, we can go ahead and do the marketing and advertising for you, and part of that would also be getting charted on Billboard, as well as getting your music to different radio stations throughout the country, and the amount of plays and all of that.
Very nice.
Would be provided to you.
If you in music and you looking to take that next step, this sounds like your next step. This is a great platform to be able to, get somebody to look at you as in a management sense and have your own platform to do what you want to do. That's what it's all about. That's why I like doing the Actors Cut here, because it's a platform for everybody. And I don't want to run out of time. We have 30 seconds. Give me your information one more time really quick.
Okay, it's LADEE JAE DYLAN. Ladee J Dylan.
Ladee J Dylan is in the house. Some love.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I'm glad that you came down. Yes. I love when my friends come through. Yo, until next time, the Actors Cut, HUBERT Guy. Shout out to my man Nehemiah Wallace at Stephen Land for keeping me fresh all the time.
Okay.
I can't help it. It's just me. Holla at your boy, the Actors Cut, Ladee J Dylan. We in the building until next time.
Feature film, Other Side of Me, coming out
soon.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay soon.
Peace.
Bye.
Awesome.
That's it?
That is it.
Cool.
That is it. Quick and painless, just like I said.
Quick and painless.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. No, thank you.